Hey guys. Hey. Good evening. Good evening. How you guys doing? Who is in the chat? Are you ready? We're gonna have some real talk tonight. Real talk. Okay. Hey guys. Hey Nakia. Okay, they go to fart noise again that these people say I farted. Hey Tim. Hey. Hey Nakia. Hey Britt. Bree, hey, due process for Kel. Hey, Lakeitha. Hey, Jana. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. As you know, I am with the ball again. Hey, good design. So I'm with the ball. So got my another outfit on today. So I got to show y'all. See, this one I designed it. I did a cut up and all that. I cut it all up. Hold on. Got to see my cut up. And look at this. Unmute Kel. Unmute R. Kelly, right? Hello. Got my little arms done. I cut up the arms on this side. And of course, you know I'm on my ball. So I had to do my little intro. Here we go. So, and of course, my ball. Of course, I tatted it too. I tatted it. Then my ball, which I'm sitting on. The one that makes noise and makes it sound like I'm farting. But anyway, I'm not. All right, here we go. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Jana. Hey, Ruby. All right, guys, y'all ready? We are ready. She said the ball sounds disturbing. Hey, Impress. Hey, other Shannon. Okay. All right, we're on here on a serious note tonight. Guys, I wanted to bring some stuff to your attention. Some things. Hey, never trust a soul. Hey guys, could y'all hear me? This is gonna be some learning night, teaching night. I know this is supposed to be fun, but we have to go through some things. You say you cannot with the ball. Come on, look. It's for my back because my back feeling really well. So okay, I won't make the farting noise, okay? I won't do that, okay? But Jenna, I won't. I won't do that. No, he didn't have court today. No. Court is, I got to tell y'all that. One is on the 15th and one is on the 18th. And one is on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. It's the state. I have all that upstairs. So I'm downstairs now. Good. Okay. All right, here we go. Hey, Gucci. Gucci said, be good. I'm going to be good, Gucci. But okay. This is going to be in a serious note now. We're going to talk about something. Okay. And we're going to relate it to the Bill Cosby case, and we're going to talk about some stuff, okay? Can you guys hear me clearly? I know. Well, you're going to become more emotional today because I got some stuff I need to read for you guys again today. It is pretty sad, guys. It's sad. It's unfair. But it's necessary. When I say it's necessary for us to really see what's really happening to Robert Sylvester Kelly. We're out here living our lives on a regular basis. I mean, we got freedom. Um, some of us can't even imagine the stuff that this man is going through. And a lot of it is because of who he is, the status that he has. And there have been people who have been jealous of this man for years. And this is an opportunity for them to get back at him. There's an opportunity to show him that he's not all that. And there have been so many people who have, this is like their payback time for him type of thing. Okay. And everything that I'm saying right now is my opinion. I stand on my opinion. It's my opinion, so I have a right to my opinion. Okay. Um, it's sad. It's very, very sad that this man has been going through this for, it'll be 2 years next week. Exactly 2 years. And my title of my page talked about, the unfair treatment, and all of it equals to violation of his due process. We know that for a fact that Robert Sylvester Kelly's rights are being violated, and nobody is really given. I'm not gonna say nobody. That's a false statement. People that has power are doing nothing. They are part of the problem. Okay. I'm going to show you guys some things, and I'm going to talk about some things, and I'm going to validate some things by reading some things to you guys. It's not, what I'm going to read is not my opinion, it's facts, what's in black and white paper. It's been documented, some of the stuff that has happened to him, that is happening to him, and how no one paid any attention to what was being done to him, because they have set out that in public opinion that they thought of him as the ugliest terminology, and those things I'm not going to say, because I don't want to reflect any of that mess that they have said. I'm not going to repeat it, because it's nothing that is pleasant to repeat at all. And it's not going to come out of my mouth. Okay. I went back and I started searching from the statement that was made in the filing on yesterday's bond request. And some people act like this was just new news when it wasn't news. It was actually stuff that was brought out in previous hearings. Okay. Hey guys. Hey Nikki. Hey Penelope. Hey Forensic Tech Guy. Hey Cheryl. Hey Robin. Rena. Sweet One. Let me see who else is in here. Gucci. Lavelle. Nikki. Okay. Impress. Okay. I said hello to everybody. Hey, Rhoda. Shannon. Due process. Okay. I just wanted to say hello, because I'm going to get ready to go in now. All right. So everything that was said, hey, Texas, Bama, hey, Unique Thought, everything that was stated in the, hey, Ruby again, everything that was stated in the bond request is stuff that has been documented. It's not anything that is like brand new. They chose to ignore Mr. Kelly's cry for just treatment, fair treatment. They decided to ignore his plea. And his plea occurred since he's been in MCC, Chicago, and as well as this situation. Now, if he does not get bond, there should be an uproar, because they're treating him as if he has been tried and a decision was made that was not in a positive light. And I'm not using those words. I'm going to use regular layman words because I'm not putting it out in the atmosphere at all, because I'm not going to receive it, because I believe that he's a free man. He is going to be free. And that's what I am declaring in the spiritual realms. I'm not declaring nothing negative. I'm going to stay on the positive train. Hey, sis. Hey, guys. Hey, AP. Hey, Spit and Fire. You know, that's what I was saying, sis, too. So I'm going to show you guys some things. And that's what I'm about to read, Forensic Tech Guy. You are on it. I tell you, me and you like this. We're like this, Forensic Tech. We're like this. I'm going to read some stuff to you, and I'm going to give you the date that these things were placed out. And I'm going to go back to what we read yesterday on page 10 of the plea request, the bail request, okay? The motion for bond. Thank you. I'm going to share that with you right now. Hold on a second. And I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to bring you back to the other side when it actually was happening, okay? And what was said at the time. I'm going to show you the emails, the correspondence from the jail, the warden, okay? All of that, I'm going to show it to you right now, okay? Just 1 minute. I have to turn my fire down because I'm cooking for the hubby. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to come back to my ball. Oop, I had to sit back down on my ball. It's making noise again. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we're gonna go back to the original. Hey, Dippin' Chocolate. Hey, Sweet One. Hey, Rena. Okay, so we're gonna go back to yesterday's motion. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read a section of it. So, and then I'm going to bring you to the actual hearing and the email that was discussed in regards to Robert's situation. And I'm going to show you what was said at that time by the warden of MCC. Okay, guys? All right. And all of this has to do, we're talking about due process. We're talking about unfair treatment and the procedures in the courtroom. That's what we're talking about, because that's still part of unfair treatment. Okay? I am not a lawyer. All I'm doing is reading things to you. And according to stuff that was posted, it says there was violation of his rights. His rights are being violated. And nobody's paying attention to that. They're so gung-ho that they will commit a crime to try to bind him. Okay? And I'm going to bring you some factual information of how they're committing a crime to try to catch him to doing a crime. Okay? And according to what happened with Bill Cosby, you cannot do that. You can't do something illegal to find somebody illegal on something. It's against the law. Okay? All right, here we go. So we're going to read from page 10, like right at the end part. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share it with you guys on the screen for a second. All right. U.S. court. We're going to look for the U.S. court one. Oh, gosh, I'm choking. Excuse me. But the choke. Sorry. About to choke. Hey, Ivan, you're late. Hey, Rico, little Rico, little Rico, hey. Oh, Lord Jesus. Here we go. I'm going to open it up, make it wider for what I want shown. About to choke over here. Oh, Jesus, help, yes, child. I'm going to get myself out the way. Here we go. We're going to read this part of it. We're going to read where it is well known. This is that we're going to start from that part. This is on page 10, those who have this motion. It is well known. Hold on. We're going to. Oh my God. Sorry. Okay, give me some water. Hold on. You gotta give me some water. Sorry about that, guys. I had to get some water because, whoo, cheese and crackers. Got a little bit, my throat. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. It's not allergies. It's something went the wrong way. Okay. All right. Hey, Rhoda. Dipping chocolate. Okay, here we go. We're going to read from this part. It is well known that the stark reality of placing an inmate in the SHU causes a slew of mental health issues, including but not limited to hallucination, anxiety, panic attack, memory deficiency, concentration issues, paranoia, and impulse control. Sorry, man. Based on Mr. Kelly's placement in the SHU, he is experiencing a number of these mental health issues. It does not help that Mr. Kelly was erroneously placed in the SHU for 70 plus days when he was first incarcerated at MCC. And he still has nightmare to this day about his experiences in the SHU. Inmates placed in the SHU, whether for punishment or protection, are subject to virtually the same condition as those confined in the SHU due to disciplinary infraction. The mental anguish alone that Mr. Kelly is experiencing from being in the SHU, again, thwarts counsel's ability to involve Mr. Kelly in assisting in his own defense. Mr. Kelly's mental state plays a large role in his ability to assist his counsel in his defense. The appropriate mind frame necessary at this crucial time in his case to assist counsel in his defense cannot be accomplished given Mr. Kelly's current situation at the MDC. Even social distancing cannot take place in his cell, which simply heightens the risk of Mr. Kelly contracting a disease. That is just an enormous amount of hurdle that Mr. Kelly faces if he remains in MDC. So that was the statement that was placed in the motion that was submitted on yesterday. Okay. Now, almost 2 years ago, there was a hearing, and this was already mentioned. But no one has taken the time to even address that particular situation. They totally ignored it. So Mr. Kelly has suffered not only mental issues, but he suffered physical ailments. He has contracted tuberculosis since being in there. That was something he did not have before entering into MCC. and also the diagnosis of diabetes, which has not been treated properly since he's been in there. So this in itself is cruel and unusual punishment to someone who has not even been to trial, and a decision has not been made in his case. He is being punished as if he has been already gone to trial. I'm using the choice of words wisely. I'm not using certain word because it's what I choose not to use certain word, because I do not want to put things out in the atmosphere. Okay. I'm going to read to you a letter that was submitted, an email that was sent from the warden of MCC. This was in 2019. 2019. This is 2021. Whether or not you are for Mr. Kelly or against him, he should have the right to be treated as an innocent man. You don't hear me? Marietta said no sound. I think it's your guys, do you hear me? Put a thumb up if you hear me. I think it's yours. It's yours, Marietta. I think it's your Ruthie says she hears me. Okay, you hear me. Everybody hears me. Yeah, thank you. Not only is he being treated unfairly, but there are certain conditions that he did not have. Now he has because of being incarcerated, and also the proper medical treatment has not been rendered unto him. Okay. As you guys can recall, last year in August, Mr. Kelly was attacked and they did nothing. In fact, that inmate stated that they let him enter Mr. Kelly's cell. Mr. Kelly was physically attacked and then pepper sprayed by the correction officer. Okay. This is not how it works. This is not the way a person who is a detainee should be treated, because he has not been found. There's no trial that has been decided upon, but the treatment that this man has been receiving has been cruel and unusual punishment. There is no doubt that these people had something, an ought against him. They had already positioned him to tear him down before he has even entered to a courtroom to face his accuser. Okay. They have not even allowed him to know who his accusers are. Okay. Remember, he is supposed to be able to see that 3500 material. And you read in the filing that he has not had an opportunity to even read. Not only is he not able to read, literally, he cannot even have that option to be able to see or have somebody in his cell to help him to read the things that are in legal terms, right? That is another form of cruel and unusual punishment. I don't care what your belief of him, if he is what you say he is, why are you doing all this extra stuff to make it seem Why are you punishing him without him even going to trial? That is a violation. I don't care who you are. They are treating him as if he is a slave. That's how slaves were treated before they lynched them in the public. And we are allowing this because we're saying that, oh, save our Black girls. That's what we're saying. So forget the Black man's right, because we're trying to save our Black girls who put themselves in that arena of the entertainment world because they want to be famous. Okay? And all those who are going to come to me and say, oh, you have daughters and you have this, but I am a person who took responsibility and who is a steward over my child. My child did not go places where I did not go. My child, I knew every night where my child was. Do you understand? That is part of being a parent. You don't give responsibility to somebody else for your own child. Do you understand? Can't nobody ever say to me, you're a mother. How can you say that? I can say that. I have been a single parent for a long time. And I made a decision that I was going to be a steward over my children, even those that were not mine. That's why I became a foster parent, because I knew the responsibility, how to raise children, how to be accountable for them, and not allowing other people and trying to use other people as scapegoats for my lack. Because a lot of the parents are chasing dollars that they're not even taking responsibility of taking care of their children, because they want the dollars, the almighty dollar. That is their love. They don't love their children. They love the money that their children could get for them. They live the fantasy life through their children. I've said this before, and people got mad at me, but I'm coming from a parent. I'm coming from the position and the responsibility of a mother. Okay, my children thought I was strict because I gave them a time to be home. I gave them, if I cannot be there, you're not going. If I can't pick you up and take you there, you're not going. If I can't chaperone, you're not going. Do you understand? That's what the type of mother I was to them. They're grown. Every single one of them are graduate, and they took responsibility of how I raised them. So now when I raised them a certain way, they never departed from that. So you can't sit there and make statements like a grown man should not be doing that to a child, but a parent should not bring in their child to a grown man and leaving that child with that grown man. Everybody has to take responsibility and be accountable for their actions. You do not get a pass for allowing your child to be in the domain of an entertainment industry, and you know the industry the way they are. So stop with the nonsense. You are responsible. The Bible tells you you should be raising up the child the way the child should go, not the child tell you how to be raised. It's part of being a responsible parent and being accountable for your child. Hold on. Dallas, you getting... Hold up, y'all. Somebody's at my door. Hold on. I'm sorry, they getting pizza. They getting pizza. I'm like, okay, who at my door? Nobody's not supposed to be at my door this time of night. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who was ringing my door at this time of night. Huh? How much pizza y'all keep eating? Every day is pizza, pizza, pizza.
Only reason I got the pizza today is because I was being lazy. I got out work too late and I didn't feel like stuff.
Wow. Pizza, pizza, pizza. They're gonna turn into a pizza. But anyway. All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. We disturbed because we got the pizza people coming to the house. How many of them did you get?
Just two.
Just two for y'all two?
One in case you want some.
I don't want any. No, I don't. No thanks. I don't want any pizza. It's like they're talking about I'm going to get some of that pizza. No, I'm not. Okay, here we go. But let me get back to as parents. We are held accountable. We are responsible for our children. I don't care what nobody says. And here's something I want to say too, before I start showing you guys this thing. None of these lawyers addressing it in emotions and in conferences. Addressed it in emotions and yeah. But let me explain something to you. And I thank God for Bill Cosby's overturned verdict, because that sets precedence of a lot of things that a lot of laws, a lot of things going to be hinged on that particular case. Let me tell you something here. In Bill Cosby case, the judge basically said you can't, if this person supposedly had been was doing this with this one, why do you need these extra bad acts to fortify that supposedly act? You know what I mean? You don't go get extra stuff. If this person's supposed to be guilty, one person should have got that guilty verdict. You understand what I'm saying? Why do you bring other people who didn't even have a case into that particular case? That means your whole case was really weak. And this is what that's happening with Mr. Kelly. Okay. I'm just going to bring this to you guys' attention. Okay. You have the case was originally, the state case was originally where they supposedly had 6 individuals, right? And then y'all, this is my own research. This is my own personal research from what I've read, what I've seen, what the stories these people was telling, the books they've written, because I went and purchased the books and I read some of the stuff that they're saying. This is from my own research, and you guys know the type of research I do. You know, I personally engulf myself by getting these books and understanding, depicting, and putting things together, doing timelines for myself to understand what was happening. Okay. All right. According to what I have read, you have a young lady by the name of Joanna Pay. I'm gonna give you names because let me tell you something. I don't know who's in the case, but I'm based on my understanding of my research. This is my research. You have a young lady by the name of Joanna Pace, Joanna Johnson, whatever her name is, whatever she wants to use, right? You see her in the newspaper article when Mr. Kelly was set free, and she's walking behind him. You see her in 2 different outfits, right? 2 different looks, right? Each time you see her, you can't tell that this woman is supposedly 15 or 16 years old. She looked grown because she got on a wig, she got lipstick on, and she's looking grown. Now you bring it all the way to 2019. The same lady goes on a show and she puts on a little pigtail. Now she looks like she's about 12. Why is it back in 2008 she looked like a grown woman, but in 2019, when you're supposed to look older, she looks young. We look like a kid. Why? Because they're trying to paint a picture that this is the young kid that was in that same courtroom that went past the security with the ID, where the case supposed to have been at age 18 because it was a pornography case of child pornography and all this kind of stuff, right? So not only was she able to get in there, but how is it that that same person is part of the Chicago and New York case? Doesn't that sound strange to you guys? How coincidental that her picture was seen not once but twice in the newspaper in 2018. Now all of a sudden in 2019 she's on a documentary talking about this person did that one, this person did this person did that. Isn't that very, very strange? And the person who's been writing about Mr. Kelly, Jim Deragagis, from the time Mr. Kelly became popular and famous, has been writing on him. Why is he the one who is on the forwarding of her book? Why is he, if you guys go get her book, why is he in the forwarding? Why is his name in the book? How is he in contact with this young lady? And she's part of the case. And her picture was taken. And do you remember it was Deragagis and that guy, I don't know how to say his name, Abeligo, something like that. I got to show you his name. Those are the two that was doing stories on Mr. Kelly for a while, right? And her picture was in the same newspaper he was working on back in 2008. Okay, that's another thing. The other thing is you have this young lady here. Okay, you have Greg Greer, whatever his name is, Greer, who was at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church on a panel where they're talking about sex trafficking. You have the parent, Tim Savage, and his wife, and a young lady by the name of Sharon Brown, who is ambassador for sex trafficking. This is how much research I've done. Who is an ambassador for sex trafficking there, and also the lawyer Griggs, whatever his name is, and then you have Pastor Jamal, Pastor Jamal, right? You hear Griggs talk about how all the girls was of legal age and they had to come up with a plan. They had to come up with something to be able to get Mr. Kelly. Okay. They started out right here in Georgia, where I live, back in 2016. I remember it was on the news. Every time I turned around, they kept going to Mr. Kelly's house, and they kept saying that he was holding the daughters hostage. It was Tim Savage at the time. Angela was not part of it because I'd never seen Angela at all. I used to see Tim Savage on the news, and they used to talk about it. It was local news here all the time because I was at the gym one time, and I happened to see it. I'm like, oh, my God, they're still bothering this man. That's all I kept saying. And then the girls was on the news saying that they were not held hostage, and they kept saying there was the supposedly parent was saying that there was held hostage, and it kept going on and on and on. That was in 2016. I remember it was like around October, November, around that time. And then he turned around, he moved, he went to Chicago. And I thought all of this was over with because, I didn't hear anything else about it. Later on, I found out that they were trying to do the case in Georgia, but Georgia's law is that the consensual age of is 16, so they couldn't bring any charges here. So what they did, they went to other states where the age was totally different. Okay, I'm going to tell you something in regarding to that young lady, Azriel. Okay, remember, according to the documents in February when Robert was arrested for the state case, There was 6 individuals. None of them was her, right? And then, lo and behold, they started doing an investigation. In fact, June 2019 is when New York actually started the indictment of the grand jury indictment. But instead of New York picking him up, Illinois ended up picking him up. So, but the reason why New York is going first, because New York is the one who started the whole thing, but Illinois is the one that actually picked him up. And so Illinois cases came in July, and New York case started in June. It's in the documents, okay? This is stuff I'm giving you as factual, okay? The case started in June, but Illinois picked them up, and Illinois kept them there, okay? At that time, that young lady was not part of the case. I'm telling you, she was not part of the case. In fact, right around July of 2019, you saw her in different, like, she was doing different outfits, changing, and she's doing dancing on this thing, and she was going out with the other one, the young lady, Joycelyn, because it was Joycelyn's birthday, and they were going to do a celebration. In fact, she went on her what is that thing? Snapchat, whatever that thing is, and she was, ranting about that's R. Kelly that's her man, her baby, blah blah blah. Remember? You guys remember that? How she was like, "Oh, I love him," and that, how she was doing all that, right? She was not part of the case. She was not. Lo and behold, right around October, June, well, in fact, she was visiting her family in June, because when I was in Chicago on June 26th, they had a hearing. That was for a state hearing. She was not there. She was shopping, because I remember somebody had asked. She was shopping somewhere, I think in New York, and then the other one was in California. One came in, one came out. They were living their life, y'all. They was having a good time, okay? And then turn around July, he gets arrested, and she's out, she's having herself a good time, she's doing this, and then lo and behold, she goes to Vegas in around October, and then lo and behold, there becomes a superseding indictment in December. The superseding indictment occurs. Now remember, she goes to Vegas, and the grown man, goes and persuade her, right? Change your mind, because you heard it from his own voice. He said that he played the Surviving R. Kelly for her, and she cried to him, and he showed her this, showed her that, and basically persuaded her. So because now she's become a scorned woman. She's become scorned because she's believing that everything that Mr. Kelly was telling her was a lie, because this man persuaded her that Mr. Kelly's not who he claims to be, that he has this woman, that one, because I think he played more on her emotion of her being a woman. She's already competing with Joycelyn. Now she has to compete with all these extra women that this man is bringing about, telling this happened, this out, blah, 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 blah. Right? The reality of it is she never experienced that, because according to precedents, if you guys have seen precedents, she was talking about all the good times they were having. All of this happened. They were shopping and this. And what about the good time? What about this? What about that? Then turns around, Mr. Kelly decides to remove her from the visiting list. Not only what the other guy was putting in her ear, was barking in her ear, was happening. Now she has some reality check that now he's taking her off of the visitors list. So, whoa, this scorned woman is mad now. She's raging, because what? As women, we have a problem when our man is with somebody else. It's like, oh, I'm going to get him. I don't care. He lied to me. He's not what? Okay. Scorned woman. If supposedly Mr. Kelly was supposedly all that that you claim him to be, why did you have to persuade this woman to change her mind and then be added to the superseding indictment? Why did she have to be added to this superseding? And they're claiming that she's not in it. Y'all, she's in it. Based on my observation and my research and based on the stuff they're saying, and I followed through where she met him in a certain month, and I put 2 and 2 together and got the number 5. Okay? So, you persuaded this woman because you wanted a deal, which you end up getting a sweet deal because you're not serving the full time that you're supposed to serve, because you helped the government to get more ammunition to try to get Mr. Kelly, because they don't have a case. So they have to build the case. They have to bring people in, because everybody really, it's more of women being upset because they're not the one. They're not the only one. That's what it's all about, y'all. It's about women who are scorned. They want this man. A lot of you guys go crazy of Mr. Kelly. I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm being honest. Some of you girls, ladies, y'all crazy for Mr. Kelly. Y'all will drop those drawers in a minute for Mr. Kelly. I'm just telling you. I've had people coming after me, like the flower pot. The flower pot want Mr. Kelly too. Okay? So flower pot attacks Sylvia all the time. I don't want Mr. Kelly. I got a husband. You understand what I'm saying? I got one, So I'm not one of those people that want the man. I want him free. I want him to live a regular life. That's what I want. Okay? I have no desire for Mr. Kelly. I have a hubby. Okay? Hubby that's just like going to get me because all of this extra stuff. I'm already in trouble with all the stuff that I've done already, right? I'm already in the doghouse because of the Demetrius stuff and all that, Okay, so now she has become part of the case. If he is so bad of a person, why do you guys have to put all these people to come together to try to get this man? He should be gotten on his own from his own action, not you guys putting stuff on him. Lies. Okay, let me also give you a little scenario about this young lady. The one that, the daddy supposedly this is me. I have a right. I am an American citizen. This is my freedom of speech. I have a channel. This is my freedom. This is my opinion, okay? Okay, you got this young lady who has been after every single celebrity. I watch her page. From the beginning, 2014, she was telling people she was 18. Her page says she was 18. You sit here on the public platform saying you're 18 in 2014. Then all of a sudden you're 15 in 2000 and what? 15? You're supposed to be 16 then, 17, right? But you're 18 in 2014. All this time you're 18. It's documented. I could show y'all proof of that too, but it's documented that you're 18. When your brother's chasing for what's his name? What's that guy named? Drake. Your brother sends a message to Drake, and I saw the message. You said your sister's 18 back then. So why is she 18 then? And then when 2015 April, she's supposed to be 17. And then September, your parents write this letter and you're 3 months away from being 18, but documents shows that you were 18 already. Right? Okay. All right. So that is that. The other one I was talking about, that Jerhonda Pace girl, she said she was 18 too. It's so convenient how these supposedly young people say they're 18. Do you know it's against the law to lie about your age? If you tell a police officer that you're a different age, give them false information, they can arrest you for giving false information. You know that, right? They can give you a ticket for lying, and then you got to go to court. It's against the law to lie about your age. You broke the law. You broke the law to be part of a case. Because you knew if you told Mr. Kelly you was 15, he would say, bye-bye. He would say, not here. But you knew you had to lie about that. You knew your parents had to lie too, huh? If that's not entrapment, and y'all come and say, oh, y'all keep saying he's set up. No. I'm not saying he's set up because he's guilty of anything. No, I'm saying that they setting them up because they lying. They telling them they hit this one certain age. They knew that his requirement is you have to be over 18. You have to be over 18, which is the legal age in all states. So for you to sit there and lie about your age and you think it's okay and you think that the law is not going to come after you for something like that, come on, y'all. And I'm praying that God put some people in the jury that got common sense. If you sit there and lie about your age, what else you going to lie about? You're going to lie about everything else because that young lady is vicious. She's very conniving. She's going to get what she wants because she's a spoiled brat. Her parents raised her to be a spoiled brat, that everything that she wants, she's supposed to have. And that means even Mr. Kelly. Her parents raised her that way. And you hear it in his voice. They weren't parents. No. And yeah, you're going to say, oh, stop judging them. I'm going to judge because you know why? I am a parent too. You guys judge me. People judge me and say, oh, so you're too strict. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. They judge me too. But here's the thing, the dollar is not my God. And if you ever hear the conversation those people have, it's always about the money. It's always about what they got and what you don't have. They always talking about the money. Every time somebody say something about his daughter, and then he'll tell you what his daughter is doing, what she got. What about self-respect, man? What about that? What about teaching your child that she is more than just a piece of a body? You know, cover yourself up. Be modest. You're Muslim. Muslims do not allow their children to show their body like that. You're supposed to be modest. It's a shame that I have to see the child body like that. You're a Muslim. That's what you claim to be. You talk about Ramadan and all this kind of stuff, but then you allow your child to dress a certain way and you think it's okay. You take pictures of her like that. What kind of parent do that? What type of parent do that? Call me old school, call me 99-year-old, call me whatever. Call me church lady, whatever. But you'll never see my child like that. And my child is the same age as yours. In fact, my child is 1 year different from yours. Mine is a little younger. She's 22 now. Yours is 23. And I'm not jealous of your child body. Your child body got a banging body. Yes, she does, y'all. But the point is, she's 23? I had a banging body like that too when I was that age, but I never would allow myself to dress like that because the way you dress is the type of people you're going to attract. You're going to attract people who want your body, who's not going to go for your brain. They're going to go for what what this, the boobs and the butt. You're not going to get quality men if you want your child to be with a quality man, a man that's going to care for her, not just her body. That's what a parent do. You would never catch me taking a picture of my child dressed like that. Never. I would never. Okay? Guys, I said I was going to bring up this. Hold on, let me go bring this up for you guys. I just had to, because I know there's a lot of people in this chat. There's a lot of people on the other side. They're going to disagree with me. That's fine. They could disagree with me. But let me tell you something. That one thing I can tell you, I know how to be a parent. I know how to be a parent. And I can say, because I've experienced it. I'm not some doctor who don't have any children and just tell you how to raise your children. No, I'm a parent. I've raised other people's children. I've raised several other people's children. I've adopted 3 different type of children. One from my brother who passed away, and the other one was in foster care, which I adopted. And a lot of you guys says, okay, but what happened to Ruth? Ruth was mentally ill. And you sit around here and you believe what that bozo said because you don't know the truth. And there is no document, there is no court paper, there's nothing in the court system saying that I am a pedophile. That's a lie. Never have been and never will be. The government trusts me with their children. Okay? I get fingerprinted every single year. My record is clean. I am state licensed, federally licensed. So all the lies that individual over there said, because I'm fasting, so I have to say stuff that is nice. It's a lie. That would never happen to me. Okay. So y'all sit here and believe that dude over there. But I mean, y'all gonna believe him because you don't like me. Okay, that's all right. But anyway, let's go back to let me bring this up for you guys. Hold on. And ask him to bring those documents, and he's the man of receipt. Tell him to bring the document of me having any kind of arrest record, any kind of court record of me being a pedophile. Ask him for it. I guarantee you it will never be given to you. Never. I don't care how much document he docks up. That will never. And I will sue the crap out of him if he did that. And because I will take him to court too. I don't mind taking you to court. So I will never, I'm going to say that word, never, ever will you see that on my record. You might see bankruptcy, but you will never see pedophilia on my record. Never. Never. Absolutely never. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to bring this up. Did I lose it? Hold up, y'all. Oh, yeah, I got it. Hold on. All right, here we go. We're going to go both papers here. All right, now I'm going to read something to you guys for a second. Just be patient with you, okay? I'm going to bring it up. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, we're going to close these things out so I don't get mixed up because you know me, I will get mixed up in a second. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to share this with you guys. This is basically when the hearing, when they were trying to get Robert Bond. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, I'm going to read to you guys not this one, not that one. Let me stop this one. Hold on, not that one. I'm not ready to show y'all this one yet. Okay, not that one. I'm going to share this one. Just a second. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all ready? All right, here we go. We're going to read this one here. This is basically from August 29, 2019. This is at one of the first bond hearing for Robert Sylvester Kelly. 95% of the people Do not believe one word what that person said. Yeah. These bacteria harms that intestinal. Bacteria that harm when you therapy intestinal. They're not meant to be digested. And you're right, Black Beauty. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all ready? We're gonna read this. This is from 2019 August. This is one of Robert's first bail hearing in Chicago, and this is what was being brought to the Judge Harry Lederweber. Okay, this is what it was said. All right, here we go. All right, I'm not gonna read all this. I'm just gonna read some parts of this. Okay, it says. Now comes, that's defendant is Robert Sylvester Kelly. Okay, now comes defendant Robert Kelly. Through counsel and respectfully request that this court order the Federal Bureau of Prison, BOP, to immediately release him from confinement and in the Special Housing Unit, SHU, which is designed for and used to punish in support Mr. Kelly state as following. Now, this is them addressing Robert's situation in the shoot. Remember, in the bond hearing request that was submitted yesterday, that they talked about Robert being in the shoot for over 70 days. This is them when they found out that what was happening to Robert. This is them requesting that he get out and be set free and then be out of that shoot situation, right? Yeah, you guys are okay, y'all ready? All right, so introduction. Despite being complained with all forms of previous pre-trial release since his arrest, July 11, 2019, Mr. Kelly has been housed. Now, okay, remember this. Okay, the date of this document is what? August 29th, right? And so from August 29, from July 11 till August 11, that's what? That's 30 days, right? 31 days. And then from August 11th to today, that's the 28th, right? How many days is that, y'all? 29th. So this thing here, they posted this the 29th. So it's days after that, he was still in the shoe, okay? Just want to tell you that, okay? So, okay. So in fact, he was in there for over 70-something days. That's what the thing here. This is just the backup information of what was going on with him. Okay. All right, here we go. Mr. Kelly has been housed in the SHU at the Metropolitan Correction Center, MCC. Initially, this was purportedly done for Mr. Kelly's own safety, but subsequently, Mr. Kelly, through counsel, request that he be released into MCC general population. Now, they had to go to court for him to go into general population. What kind of crap is that, y'all? He has to go to court to be released to general population. They was keeping him in a shoe all this time. Thank you, Kayla. Why was he in there that long? Guys, if that's not unusual and cruel punishment, tell me what is. Okay. So initially they said he was in there for his own safety. That's what they said. Okay. The BOP refused, stating the issue is that although he may be ready to go general population, for safety and security reason, he may not be appropriate. He may not be appropriate for general population at the time because of his alleged offense and notoriety. So I guess he was famous and they didn't want the uproar in the jailhouse. I guess, I don't know. Nonetheless, his housing status will continue to be monitored and reviewed on a weekly basis. So they're telling him that they're going to review his status of in the SHU on a weekly basis. So now they're punishing this man. He's in this hole. He doesn't get sunlight. He just being treated like crap. Okay? Instead of placing Mr. Kelly on the several other floors available as an alternate. And remember, that jail has floors where there was nobody on. Okay, so they could have put him in the floors up there. No, they decided to put him in the SHU. Not on those floors, those top floors that didn't have people. They put him in the SHU. Okay, y'all hear that, right? Instead of placing Mr. Kelly, hold on, y'all. I gotta put. Hold on. Gotta turn my oven off. Hold on. All right, sorry guys, I had to take stuff out the oven. The food is done already. All right, here we go. Sorry. All right, what was I at? Instead of placing Mr. Kelly on one of several other floors available as an alternate to the general population, the BOP has placed Mr. Kelly where inmates go to be punished. Y'all hear that? Y'all see that? They put him in a place where he goes to be punished. Y'all see that, right? Okay. Where inmates go to be punished on the facility. Why did I say on the facility, but not in the facility? On the facility most restricted floor with 0 privileges. In essence, even though he has not violated a single BOP rule, Mr. Kelly is being unconstitutionally punished. Y'all see that word? Y'all see that? It's been documented since August 2019, people. August 2019. And y'all think it's right? You think it's fair that he's getting this kind of treatment and he has not gone to trial? Y'all think that's fair? This is crazy. This is nuts. Unconstitutionally punished and segregated from the rest of the prison population. Additionally, the BOP's promise to continue to check Mr. Kelly's status to see if anything changed as to his solitary segregation is utterly non-essential. The conduct he is charged with will remain unchanged, as will his celebrity status. Housing in the SHU unit entails, among other things, bullet point number 1, no meaningful interaction with other human, no time outside getting sunlight, no privileges in terms of use of media recreation activity, no visit except for with attorneys conducted by a video and recorded. Normally, inmates have unrecorded face-to-face visitation that takes place in common visiting room, y'all. Come on, Why wasn't this ever brought up and when they went to the appellate court? A single civilian visitor for each 90 days period. This means that the same one civilian can visit for 90 days. So you know who that civilian was that was visiting him for 90 days, right? That same individual who is scorned now. And as soon as she no longer was the person to be on the visitation, what did she do? Okay. And only at that point may a new civilian visitor be designated. Normally, inmates are allowed to place 10 civilian visitors in their visitation list. So why is it Robert could not have 10 people like the other folks? Why was he treated any differently? Why is he only having one person as a visitor? Why he can't have 10 like everybody else? That's uncruel punishment, y'all. Unusual cruel punishment. He's being treated unfairly, which means his rights are being violated. Due process has not been taken place. This is proof, y'all. But we're okay with that, huh? We're okay with that. But we're okay with that. We are okay with that, huh? Because we don't like him. I'm not going to say we because I like him. I'm not going to say we. No, because they don't like him. I'm going to say they, not we. I would never say that. Nope. They don't like him. So what they gonna do? Treat him like Kunta Kinte, the slave. They have him as a slave. They have him locked up, shackled down. Got the slaves shackled down, right? So they can hang him in the public eye, huh? You're already treating him bad. He hasn't even been to trial. You're treating him less than a human being. You got him inside of the chute to mess with his mental capacity. His mental health is being affected because you guys are evil. You people are evil, and there's a wonderful day in hell for every single one of you guys that is doing this to this man. God is not mocked. Trust me, whatever you put out, you shall receive. And every single one of them, your days are numbered. Every single one of them who have been treating this man unfairly and treating him wrong, every single one of them, their days is numbered. They will suffer. They will suffer for the harsh punishment that you have bestowed on this man. You shall suffer. The same measure that you have put upon this man, it will be done unto you by fire. That is in the name of Jesus. You shall suffer. You shall suffer. Every single one of you guys who is taking part of this man's incarceration. You shall suffer. Every single one of you guys. All right. Normally, inmates are allowed to place 10 civilian visitors on their visitation list. Allowance of only the purchase of soap and other toiletries and batteries for small radios from the commissary. Normally, inmates are allowed to buy those items as well as snack and candy. Highly limited interaction with other inmates. No television. Normally, inmates are free to watch television in day room where they can socialize with other inmates. Access to shower for basic hygiene only 3 days per week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Normally, inmates are allowed to shower every day. No recreation or fresh air. Normally, inmates are allowed to exercise and play basketball on the roof of this facility. Only one phone call lasting 15 minutes per month. Normally, inmates allowed to at least 300 minutes per phone privilege per month. No email access. Normally, inmates are afforded access to emails, families, and their attorneys. Further, Mr. Kelly's segregation in the chute and in custody gives rise to issues that make it very difficult for any trial, including and the following. Anytime Mr. Kelly is removed from his cell, he has to be handcuffed and remain handcuffed and does not have any use of his hand when meeting with counsel, as opposed to general population inmates who are not cuffed when the meeting with counsel. Chute inmates must meet with counsel are in a small room, far smaller than the ones on the 11th floor, where counsel meet with inmates that are not in the chute. In the 11th floor meeting room, there is a table, and client typically sit on one side and the counsel on the other. The table provides a working space. In the chute, there is no table, only very small counter against one wall. The limited counter space is encumbered by box utilized for the video visitation and a desktop computer terminal and a screen. There is not enough space to put a piece of paper and have it lie flat. Mr. Kelly is extremely limited to literacy, which means that every piece of discovery is going to have to be read to him in order to review. When meeting with Mr. Kelly, anything and everything the counsel wishes to review with him must be kept on the counsel's lap or on the floor because there is no table. Given that Mr. Kelly is cuffed during these visits and there is no table, it is impossible for counsel to review documents with him and write notes. Given that Mr. Kelly is a pretrial detainee not yet convicted of any crime, his current condition not only violates the cruel and unusual punishment standard by the 8th Amendment, his procedural due process rights and further inhibited his rights to effective counsel under the 6th Amendment. All right, y'all, I'm going to stop reading this for tonight. I'm going to continue tomorrow because I'm getting upset. So I need to stop right now. I'm gonna finish this tomorrow because I'm getting a little pissed off and I don't want to I want to stay in the zone right now. So I'm gonna get off and I'll see you guys tomorrow night to continue the rest of this. Just remember I'm on section 2 of this. I'm a little bit guys, I get emotional, I get upset about certain things. So I will continue this tomorrow. I'm pissed right now. I'm pissed. And then y'all worry about somebody collecting money. Y'all worry about stuff like that. But then don't worry about what's going on with him in this situation. But I gotta go, y'all. I'm not in a good space right now. I'm not in good space. I'm not. I really am. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not in a good space. I'm not in a good space. I'm not. I'm not in a good space. I'm not in good space, for real. Miss Fat, I am. I'm really, but the thing is, the truth has to be read and it has to be seen because sometimes people understand things when they see it and not. I'll stop right here. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys when I get off tomorrow. I'll be on early about 7 o'clock and continue this. Okay. I'm not in a good space right now. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not in a good space. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will continue tomorrow. God bless you guys. Continue to pray for Robert, y'all. Continue to pray. Continue to ask God to allow the heavens to open up for Robert. That favor would be given. I need you guys to really, really dig into heaven doors. I'm serious. The same way your guys prayed for Bill Cosby, please pray for Robert. Sacrifice a plate or two. Only God could get this man out of this situation. Because people do not know the severity of this man's. They do not know. I'm not going to sit around here arguing with anybody. I'm not going to sit there going back with anybody. I'm going to focus on what's happening with Robert. That's my focus right now. That's my main focus. Because people don't really understand anything that's going on with this man. They don't really understand. So I'm going to go. Friends, it says I'm posing a question for people with common sense who just may be in the jury. I gotta go, guys. I'm not doing this tonight. Can't do it right now. Right now. Just think if it could be your brother, your son, your cousin, your uncle, your dad. Or even yourself. Impressed. What I'm reading is not from this was a motion back in August of 2019. That was that motion I was reading. I'm gonna continue tomorrow, y'all. Stay tuned. Just come back and I'll finish it off tomorrow. I can't do this right now. I really can't. I really can't because it's hurtful. It's hurtful that in 2021, slavery is still alive, y'all. 2021, this man is being lynched in the public's eye. But we think we're doing it for the girls. It's not right. Mm-mm. It's not right. It's not right. But somebody like a Woody Allen, his life is not taken away. His life is not taken away. It's not fair. I don't give it. I don't care what nobody. It's not fair. Not fair. It's not fair. It's not. And we allow this man to be lynched like this. But we're doing it for the sake of the girls. We got people who went into this man's arena. They went into his spot. He didn't come knocking on nobody's door. He didn't knock on nobody's door. He didn't come and slide in somebody's window and pick their little kid up. He didn't do that, y'all. He didn't do that. So stop trying to put him in that same category. His mental capacity. You know, when I get an email from that man, he sends me one line, y'all. He doesn't give me like paragraphs and all that. He doesn't do that. And he always say something nice about people. He always say something nice. He has never said anything about negative about nobody. He has never. He'll just say, pray for them. Ask God to bless my enemies. But they hate him so much, y'all. They hate him so much. Them stupid people get on these internet and start attacking other people, but they don't understand what the man is going through. They don't understand. They want to fight other people and say, "Oh, this person informant, that person is informant, that person," but they don't see what this man is going through. They don't understand. They don't understand. There's so much evil people in this world. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. And everybody got some sort of mission. I don't get it. I ask God. I pray all the time for him, and I ask God, why does he have to go through this? He's not the worst person in the world, but I understand God has a mission for him. I understand that God has a calling on his life. I understand sometimes so much is required of him, but I ask God to please help him, to help him, because he doesn't deserve this. I don't care. This man does not deserve the stuff that these people are doing to him. And there's so many people. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I always ask God, sometimes you're not supposed to question God, but I ask him, Lord, why does this man have to suffer so much? Why does he have to suffer so much? And God said, trust me. He tells me, trust me. And it's like, I pray. I get angry. I pray. I fast. I never prayed for someone that I don't know so much. But I still got this glimpse of hope. I have this glimpse of hope. I have become so much attached to this case. It's so crazy, y'all. It's so crazy. I don't know why. Yeah, you digging me. I understand all that, but you know what, y'all? I'm still human. I still have those questions. I still ask God why. And I have to be honest with him because I ask him why. I do. I do. I understand you're supposed to just, give it to him and let it stay there. But he knows me. He knows me. I ask him, I said, Lord, why? What is it that we need to learn from this? What is it? And then you can imagine his mental capacity that is being like, no man deserve all of that. And I know all of it comes from the love. People want the money and stuff like that. I know it has to do with money and stuff. I still have faith. I still believe. I still believe. And I ask God, do not take him away from this earth. Let him have at least a couple of years on this earth in good. I don't doubt him. I don't doubt him. I don't doubt him, y'all. I don't doubt God. I don't. I really don't doubt him. I just ask how long? How long, Lord? And I just have to, God knows me. God knows my heart. I just ask him, how long, Father? How long? And why am I so tied into this mentally? Why do he has me connected into this when I want to just like back away? Margaret, you're right. God bless you guys. I'll be praying again tonight. I pray he's part of my Jesus died for us and he suffered for us. Even his enemy plead the blood of Jesus Christ. He's covered by the blood, Miss Sylvia. Yeah, no, he's come out. Yeah. I believe he's coming home. I believe he's coming home. I just wanted to show you guys some of the things that he has been dealing with. People looking at him as a superstar. But he's a man, guys. He's a man. He's Robert. He's somebody's child. He's somebody's father. The blood still works. Yes, Miss Fat, the blood still works. Mental health struggles, while they are difficult, are not pointless. The Bible clearly shows how God can and does use them for his glory. Amen. Amen. I'm not crying now. I'm okay. I'm okay. Nikki, I ignored you. That's what I did. Good is not going. God is not going to give more than what you can bear. Robert is going to pull through. Thank you, Devon. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. God bless you guys, and see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Good night. Thank you for the donation. Who is that that's in that? I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to see it. Okay, thank you, beautiful and queen. Thank you so much for the blessing. Thank you. Thank you. We can always talk to the Lord God about anything and everything we can go through and ask him why. God says, think it's not strange when furious fire trial comes upon us. I was watching and listening to his video for I Wish. In the video, there was a part where he was talking to his mom and asking her to pray for him. That video broke me down and I started crying and praying. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Good night, Miss T, London. Good night, everybody. I'm gone. Good night. You guys have a good night, okay? We'll finish this tomorrow. God bless. That's right, Jason. Free R. Kelly. Miss Fat, why do you have to start trouble? Y'all, Miss Fat is a troublemaker. She's a troublemaker. Yeah. You know what? That woman over there, Miss Fat, that Miss Fat, you need to stop. All right, guys. Good night. God bless you.